morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 2A Street.
2A Street, yeah.
I've got co-host and good friend Abe across the table from me.
What's good with everybody? Yeah.
How are you, Abe?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm alright.
That's good. It's been a couple of weeks since we got together.
100,
and what was it? One morning for sure. It was just we was sleeping for sure.
Man,
we was just
body
sleeping.
was tired, B. You know what I'm saying?
You know, this past 3 weeks, it's been one of those things where what was I remember what I was going to say to you. so my past 3 weeks were lit up, which you need to clarify though is different than being lit, right?
Because I'm trying to lit up. What you trying to say?
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, because for where I come from, being lit up just means busy. You know, kind of like so many things going on, like a Christmas tree. It's just there's lots going on.
All right.
But I understand that being lit is maybe not something that I should brag about on radio or TV, right? So that's the thing. Is that even lit up, though, I think crosses that line in the slang context. Even lit up maybe isn't something to be proud of. So for us, there I go segregating again. But my belief was that lit up means that it was just busy. You know, there's lots of things going on.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, but I don't think on your side of it that either one of them is a good thing. So I guess I should just stick to it's been busy. You know? Oh man, there's got to be some people out there that just hate me for just throwing out.
So let me school you.
All right, cool. You know what? Go.
Being lit, when something is litty,
it
means that it's happening. It's good. It's popping. It's all right. You feel me? That's what lit means.
So that's good.
Yes.
Okay, because I thought being lit was that I just finished smoking.
It can be anything you want to
do. So it's just a very soft F word there, because F can be used for anything as well. So you blend the two on F and lit. Man, we should just stop this episode. We just stop this one. Because this has nothing to do with where I was going on this topic.
It is a soft F word.
Soft F, that's what that is. So is lit up the same?
I don't think so, man. I think that's a more out there for us. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. Lit up.
Lit up. So that's like me saying it's been a minute and a half. Means nothing. It means nothing. Don't start creating things, Aaron. You have no idea what you're talking about. Go back to a blue tip on your goatee. You'll be cooler for that. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop making words. I'm just gonna stop. That's
oh man!
Thank you for.
Yeah.
All right, I'm okay with being lit. All right, things are happening. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna hyperventilate here, just for those that can't see my eyes glaze over.
That was a good laugh, though.
Oh man, you know sometimes our banter is better than the content, man.
Straight up,
sometimes, you know, and that's what we talk about though. Is sometimes when we're talking about leadership in one of our other episodes, is that it's sometimes that quick little thing that you say to somebody that is the life-changing thing. It's not the 20-minute thing that you just finished speaking about. It's that 2 seconds after that you just kind of go, and that's why it applies to you.
Right.
Bang, man, you know, and that's the thing is that little engage that we just had before sometimes means more. You know, you and I sharing a legit laugh together is a big deal, man. So where I was trying to go, I mean, there's no segue from being effing lit to what I was going for, so I'm just going to jump into it and try and pick up the pieces. So I overheard a conversation about retirement. Yeah, you know, and I always like when people are trying to determine what they're going to be or do after a certain age that they try and predetermine. So a lot of people 55, 60, 65 and they're, you know, that's when I'm going to retire. And sometimes they ask me, I probably hope they don't, because my answer isn't one that they want. Because, you know, for me, retirement is already happening for me. you know, what do you do anyways when you have enough money to do anything you want? You usually go and work and fill your time doing something. Yeah. You know, some people travel the world. I mean, that's a good thing. You know, you probably do it in a couple of years once you're retired, though. So then what do you still do for the remaining 20, 30 years after that? You know, for me, it's what now and I don't mean anything bad by this, but now you go and you greet people at Walmart just to fill time. You know, so for me, I'm living like I'm already retired, right? Because the job that I have, I enjoy, right? I'm making enough money for my means. I can go on holiday whenever I want. I wouldn't imagine spending a month holidaying somewhere. I mean, that's just not my style of living. Sure. I know that it's desirable for other people and all that to be able to do that. But typically, we just kind of pick up and we go and work again. Yeah. So why do you leave the work that you're already doing just to, you know, get the badge of honor to say you're retired? Yes. Have you thought about retirement for yourself and what that would actually look like after? Because you're a high functioning guy. You would probably still pick up a job if it's not the job that you're doing now. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, I could see either one of us even becoming employees of some kind of charitable foundation out there or whatnot. Yep. But nonetheless, because that's what brings joy to our lives. So why would we try and attain something called retirement? You know, have you thought about that?
Well, retirement, I think it's just for a lot of people, it's a way out. It's a way out from a boring.
You're going there. All right.
When you feel like you're looking out for the weekend or you're looking out for retirement, you're not fulfilled in life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have to find something that you love to do and do it well. You know, because then I read about it all the time. Do what you love and you never have to take vacation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so when you do what you love, how many people out here, look at Warren Buffett. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's out, he's in his 80s?
Yeah.
And yet he is investing in truck stops.
That's right.
Truck stops that he won't realize a full amount of profit until they're like 20 years.
Yeah, until he's dead.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is a dude who don't think about retirement.
That's right.
This is a dude who is enjoying his money, who's enjoying his life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you get to that situation where you're just like, I enjoy what I do, I love what I do, you know what I'm saying? I created this thing, or even somebody created it and you're enjoying doing that thing, then you won't never have no thought of saying, man, I gotta retire. I gotta plan for my retirement, because you know that it's always gonna be all right for you. You know what I'm saying? So for me, retirement it's not that's in my brain, because there's always gonna be something for me to do.
That's right. That's right. We got jobs to do here, man. We got work to do on this planet.
Yes, sir.
And so that's the thing, is that I do believe that retirement thing starts kicking in at that 30 and 40, when you realize that it's kind of too late for you to go back to school.
Yes.
So now you're stuck slugging for the next 40 years just to attain that magic number of whatever it is. Because for me, retirement's not a money. It's not a dollar value in my head to sit there and say, when I get that 1.2 million, I'm out. You know, because what am I going to do with that anyway?
Exactly.
You know, and even winning the lottery, I'm going to work the next day. Yep. You know, I got things I have to accomplish over there. I might shorten the time that I want to be there. Yes. But there is still a goal at the end of my day that, man, I ain't leaving this unfinished. Doesn't matter if I have to be here or not. But I take a different level of value in what I do, right, which is why I enjoy it, that I can't just ditch out like that, man. Exactly. I got stuff to do. And that's the thing, is that you're in an industry that you probably never thought 2, 3, 4 years ago that you'd be in. But some of the times that I see what you're putting out while you're there, it's like, man, you're enjoying this way more than you thought that you might.
Yesterday at St. Y'all had some open day or something.
Yeah, open house.
Yeah, and one of my radio stations was out there, and I was listening to them, and somebody, probably in his late 40s or whatever, he's just starting over again. Yeah. He don't have to, but he's doing that. Yeah. Anyway, he's going back to school, you know, and finding something different. Yeah. I guess he'd been in oil and gas, and so he's just trying something different. You know, I'm like, dog, you know, this is it right here. Yeah. You never retire from thinking about your future. Yeah. You know, because once you get to that zone, then you're just gonna wait and say, I'm gonna wait until they're coming back, and then I'm gonna go back to up north. You know, but if you feel like, yo, man, you know, there's more for me out there, there's more for me, you're always gonna look forward to what it is that's greater. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what's greater is when you finish, say, all right, you're forced to retire. Yeah. Then you're gonna look for something else to give back. Totally. You know what I'm saying? Totally. To do something in the community that you're living in. Yeah. You know, and get involved. Because there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of people out here in the streets that need older people, to guide them, to help them, to walk with them, to understand where they're coming from. Yeah. You know, one of the things that I love to do is to sit with these older people.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Telling you,
dude, they have so much wealth of knowledge, history that you ain't never.
Man, we got some real gems too where we attend, man. We got some gems of some older folk here, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if this old folk is looking at their own self and thinking like, oh man, why did I have to retire? My life ain't got no meaning no more. Nah, your history is important. We want to hear about your things, what you're going through in your life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't never share that stuff, you're gonna go to the grave with it. So come here, let's talk about it. Let's hear what you've been, because it's gonna help me out. You know what I mean? Your experiences. This is why you gotta enjoy your life right now, so that when you sit down with people next time, they can be like, wow, yo, you did a lot out here in the streets. I gotta go out there and do my own thing.
Oh, for sure.
You feel me? Motivate people.
You know that men's breakfast that we run once a month? Oh, man. I think our youngest is 18 and our oldest is probably late 70s or something. And, man, when you get that two group of dynamics getting together, man, and you just talk about something, even just about faith or something, or a world topic, man, it's so awesome just to see people talk and be civil about it. You know, they're not taking a partisan side or a political side of it. You just, when you can centralize where your heart's coming from, man, those conversations are just brilliant and amazing that are coming out. And that's the thing, is that those people, I mean, they're retired from a job, but they ain't retired from life.
That's right.
You know, and that's...
Whoa, that's, you know what? Man, that's crazy. Because a lot of people, when they retire, they lose purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're basically retiring from life too.
That's right.
So then these are the people that they die 2 months after retiring.
That's right.
Because they don't have that routine anymore.
Yeah.
You know, but then when you have extra stuff that you're doing on the side, you know, you got grandchildren or you got community stuff that you're involved with, then, you know, it's just a continuation of your life.
Yeah.
You feel me? But then if you identify yourself with a job, if you identify yourself with with your qualifications, when those qualifications are null and void, you're going to get into a zone of depression.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, I don't know myself no more. You know what I mean? But I'm writing an article that I was talking about how, you know, like, if you let other people put worth on you, you know what I'm saying? You're in a bad zone. You know what I'm saying? You always got to make sure, whatever somebody says to you, it's got to be a compliment of what you already know about yourself.
Right.
So if you come and tell me that I'm great, I know I'm great, so I'm just going to say amen to that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That
and then appreciate it.
And appreciate it, exactly. But if you come to me and you say something that I'm not, so like say for example you say I'm great when I know I'm not, you know, I'm just gonna be like, no, you know, I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's not who I am. You feel me? So when you understand by your own self that, you know, I know who I am, you know, retirement or loss of a job, loss of or something is not going to define me. I'm still going to pick myself up and keep on walking. There is greater out there for me than there is against me. You know what I'm saying? So then if I realize that, all right, I've lost this. I'm in my 50s. It ain't too late. It ain't never too late to go back to school, to go back and do something. Learn a new trade, learn something, and get back out there on the grind. Because there's awards right now in Calgary of people that started businesses, I think, later in life. So so there's a lot of people out here that find their calling later in life.
That's right.
So they go after that thing because you know, failure is not an option out here in the streets. We can't look at failure. We don't accept failure. We don't accept defeat. You know, so it might be you're 80 years old. If you find your calling, don't sit on it. Just wake up that morning and go do your thing.
For sure. Well, see, and that's the thing, is that this right here is the definition of midlife crisis, right? So you go in through your school, you can't wait to get out and graduate. Most people are even just pissed off in the grade 12. I can't wait to get out of here. I gotta go work. I'm gonna make bank. And then by the time they're 35, they're finding themselves going, man, this is it. You know, they have already made their money and lost it. Right. And then now they either need to reorganize their skill set or whatnot. But then that's now, you know, your baby's 2.5 years old or something like that. Man, life is falling apart. And then you go, but I'm 40. You know, I'm 35. I'm 30. I can't go back to school. You know, I hated school. You know, and again, this is where they need youth leadership programs. So you don't hate school. You know, but and that's the problem here, is that you spend so much time chasing dollars that defines you. And if you're chasing money instead of well-being and hope and volunteerism and all that, man, you could be miserable at 40.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to hit 60 because you just want to get out.
Yes.
And then you get out and you have nothing.
Exactly.
Right? Because now it's not about money anymore.
Exactly.
Because now you have the wisdom, but now you can't apply it because you haven't been for 60 years. So that's why we have midlife crisis. That's it right there. You know, stop chasing those dollars. I'm not saying don't make a living. But man, retire at 35 is one of those things where, man, traveling the world, starting at 35, you'll run out of planet real quick.
Oh, quick.
You know? And I'm not saying it's not going to be a good time partying in Amsterdam or something like that. But man, there's so much more to life than chasing those dollars. You know? And so right now, arguably, I'm retired, you're retired. Because everything we do is full of joy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tell me what retirement's supposed to be if it's not supposed to be that every day is a joyful moment.
Dude, that's it right there. That's a good definition of it right there.
So that's the thing, right? Is how do we now take them seeds, you know, again, planting seeds is just seems to be the theme of the day. But, you know, we have such a materialistic society here where everything, I mean, even my kids have that too. I mean, my oldest didn't get an iDevice until he was probably 10 or 11. My youngest has had one since 8, 7. You know what I mean? It's just, we're doing this. I'm still doing it as a parent going, well, you're going to fit in over there with your older brother. Now you need to have the same tools.
That's right.
You know, and it's really easy to get it in there. It's hard to hold those limits now. Especially when you got an intelligent, sometimes too intelligent young kid, you know, in your world. But that's the thing, right? Is that we're just so used to these material items out there, and you know, there's some skills that right now are better taught by technology than what we could do with pen and pad these days.
For sure.
Because equipping them just with pen and pad is gonna slow them down from the evolution of our school system. So we got to find that balance. So
we have to.
Some of our common themes, you know, finding balance. Planting seeds, you know, knowing limits. These are all common themes that we run within our podcast that we run together here. And a lot of it just doesn't stick. You know, there's always something in youth discipleship that they talk about sticky faith. You know, you have faith that sticks with somebody. It's not just something you throw them that year and it goes on. And how do we do that though for people that have been brought up so much or didn't have anything, so they go and they must have everything after. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing, is that happened for me. I grew up on borderline poverty, if not sometimes when my parents did go on welfare or something. You know, and then so as I got into that 18 to 25, it was like, you know, chasing dollars after that. And then some things happen where you have nothing, and then you're finally at the right age to process going, okay, I gotta stop chasing dollars, I gotta start chasing joy. And then that's where you find youth leadership. That's where you find like-minded individuals go and do things. We're not getting paid to be here, but we will have the best Saturday ever now after today, man, because we go out there. Because we bring joy to ourselves even just by talking about the things that we like participating in.
And you know one thing that's very, very important is that when you look at kids right now, a lot of the things that I went through in the 90s, I don't look at them now and say, man, you know, I wish I could do that. You look at people who grew up in the 90s listening to hip hop and all of that stuff, or rock and roll. They don't dress that way no more.
Crisscross.
Exactly. We don't dress that way no more. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't walk around with the big jewelry and stuff. But those that never had it are the ones who are coming up now that are doing it. Some kids that grew up in the church, some grew up in legalistic kind of a situation, so they had to wear suits, they had to wear shiny shoes and all of that stuff, going to church and all of that stuff. And then now it comes to a place now where they're like, you know what? That's bondage. I don't want to do that no more. So you see them now wearing the big Gucci t-shirts, and they're wearing the nice the Louis Vuitton stuff, and you can tell because you can see that's the label. And then we who grew up in that, we're looking at it and say, yo, you're fake. You know what I'm saying? You're leaving your teenage years in your 40s, in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? When we went through it when we were younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the things we see right through, because it's not that because you dress that way, you're street. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some of the streetest people are the ones that are wearing suits now.
Yeah.
With the business people now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the people making a lot of money now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because we went through it, and we don't find that appealing no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when a lot of people get older and they never really experience certain things, they can't wait for that day that they say, oh, it's done. Mm-hmm. So they say, I'm gonna travel now, I'm gonna do this and that. Yeah. Make your time now when you're younger, you can walk 2 miles mm-hmm. without feeling any pain.
Yeah.
Do that there. Because when you get to they're predicting that people are going to start retiring in their 70s now.
Yeah,
How are you going to walk 10 miles?
Yeah.
When you're 70?
That's right.
Do it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make time now to enjoy your life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Make time now to look for something
mm-hmm.
that you can enjoy.
Yeah.
Enough to say, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I got to do right now.
Yeah.
You know? But, a lot of people are trapped in that job situation.
Yeah.
They're just trapped to say, this is it. I got kids. I got a mortgage. I got this and that.
That's right. Trapped by material.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you can say, you know what? Forget all of these things. Mm-hmm. I gotta free my mind, man. I gotta be free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't free my mind, I'm always gonna go through that cycle.
Yeah.
And always gonna be a cycle, and it's gonna pass on to my kids.
Yeah.
Because they don't see daddy doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't see me enjoying myself.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see me, doing whatever it is that I gotta do.
Yeah.
But they see maybe the next man,
yep.
their friend, their daddy enjoy their job. So now that daddy now is their hero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you could have been,
dangerous, man.
It's a cycle, B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a cycle. So we got to come out to a place where we're teaching people, no matter how old they is, you know what I mean? Kids, let them be themselves. Mm-hmm. So let them find themselves in their mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Older people, let's teach them. Let's keep on reaching out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you're 50 don't mean that you're done.
Yeah.
You're 60, you're not even dead right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep on going. Keep on moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Find something that you want to do in life. And retirement ain't never gonna be an issue. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go out there and volunteer at 60 right now and start volunteering and you will find that, man, oh, you know what? These people actually like my skill. They like what I'm doing right now. They're gonna put me on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they put you on and you're gonna continue doing your thing.
Yeah.
But then you ain't never gonna know it if you're just gonna sit at home and wallow up in your frustrations.
Yeah.
You feel me? A lot of times I go into old folk home out here. And you see that it's just a routine. Mm-hmm. It's just a routine. And certain people ain't even got nobody coming to look for them.
Yeah.
No kids or nothing coming out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But you was looking so much for that retirement age, retirement time, and you're just stuck now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you had volunteered,
mm-hmm.
those kids would be coming to check you out.
That's right.
Like, yo, I know that dude right there. I'm going to go see where they at, how they doing and stuff. I'm going to go pick them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know that you did something to them.
Yeah, well, and there needs to be way more partnerships like that, too, is getting the old folks home teamed up with the local youth groups and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But you don't turn it into a service.
No, exactly.
You don't say, we're going to go feed the old people, we're going to, hang out with them and play cards. No, you turn it into a relationship. Yes. You turn it into engagement. You turn it into teaching. Uh-huh. You let the old people speak to the young kids instead of just the young kids playing games with the old people. There's so many different ways to do it, but because we've treated them like a burden to society for so long, now it's just, again, I'm showing up to put in my time so that when I show up at the gates, I can say I served old people.
In Toronto, I used to go over to the old folk home. I had a friend who was there, and he could not wait to see me out there.
Nice.
He could not wait to show me off to his
Did he give you a nickname? I like when old people give you nicknames.
I know. But, when I moved out here to Alberta, he was so depressed. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Man. Because I was probably the only person who came to visit him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he introduced me to his friends who was just as lonely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I would go there for the whole Saturday.
Yeah.
Hang out, chill out, have lunch with them. Invest, and they would be telling me stories. Oh man, back in the 40s and this and that. I'm like, whoa, how was that? How was it to feel?
And they were street. Man, they were hardcore back then.
I'm thinking to myself, like, how was it growing up in that time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to learn.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so when we invest in the older people, they feel just as young.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're bringing in new blood. You're bringing in young blood. So they're looking at it and saying, man, you know what? I want to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you remind me of something here too, is because we treat old like it's a disease. I don't want to spend time close to that because I might catch it. You know, and I know that, at least for me, maybe I'm unique, but I remember that when I was really young and saw really, really old people, so we're talking a 70 or 80 year difference kind of thing, that I'm like, man, am I going to look like that if I touch it, right? Because you're never sure when you're that young on what you do, because your parents are always, don't touch that, you're going to get burned and all that. So you're thinking, if I touch that, am I going to get old?
Right.
You know, because I don't want to be old.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though, is that we still see it as, I mean, this is part of segregation as well. You know,
Yes.
I'm not sure if I should touch somebody of a different color because maybe I catch something.
Yes.
I don't know where that came from.
Yes.
But that was the mentality is back then. And then for some reason, that seed does grow. And now you're all worried. But man, hanging out with old people is a really good thing. And we even talk about it now as though it's this kind of different thing. You know, that old people is different. It's
right.
Like, man, why are we talking about it? We're just talking about people that are older.
Yeah,
you know,
I like that.
You don't want to create young. We do that with kids. We do that especially with our young adults. Right? So us being in our 30s, some of us in our 40s, but we're always talking, them kids in their 20s right now.
Yeah.
Man, that's disrespectful to who they is going to be, you know? And even though it's true by profile, that's why they go and start disliking people like us, is because we segregate them, we silo them, and we treat them like a different class of people. When we is just humans, you know, we should be all, like, this is where that equality comes in, as we're talking, man, I like to talk to my 9-year-old the same way I talk to my 13-year-old.
Yes.
The same way I talk to you.
Man.
Right? Why do we separate? Why do we take the 9-year-old? So do you want to go for McDonald's tonight? What do you think there, little Johnny? And then the 13-year-old, McDonald's or not. And then you, hey man, what do you think? That let's go eat somewhere. If you like burgers, you want to go to McDonald's?
Right.
Why do I have 3 different ways of talking to people? You know, we can't be doing that.
We
man.
can't be. Like, you know, and that's the cool dad or cool leadership tool.
Yeah.
Is to dress like the kids.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wearing skinny jeans.
I don't
wear
think you
skinny
need
jeans.
to.
You know what I'm saying? Just because the teenagers this year are wearing skinny jeans, you're gonna wear skinny jeans.
I ain't never wearing skinny jeans.
Just because, you know, they're talking this kind of, no, just be yourself.
Just be you.
Be you, and they will grow.
They see fake.
We see it. They see it through they see it right through you, big. You know what I'm saying? And they're just gonna clown you because
and you won't even know.
You won't even know. They will clown you. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. You know what I mean? These older people, older folk that we're talking about, they don't come down and say, oh, you're in your 30s, I'm going to talk like you. No, they talk to you normal.
They got wisdom.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
They got that wisdom and experience.
Exactly. Man. So when you're talking to the teenage kids, just be yourself.
That's right.
You feel me? Because that's what they want to see, originality. They want to see who you is.
And you should know by now as an adult that just because you touch a teenage kid with a high five, that you're not going to start suddenly talking street slang. You should know that by that age, right? That it's okay to engage with these kids. And that's the thing. You don't need to pick up street slang. You don't need to know what the latest hip-hop artist is. I mean, it's funny when you can throw it in there as you're walking by. You just hit them up with that. Check out that latest Wu-Tang. It's sick, you know? But it's funny because you're almost so fake at that point that they know that you're joking about it, right? Yeah, I'm not trying to fit in with you. I'm just saying that I'm aware of what you use.
I know, exactly.
But I don't even know, you know? And that's the thing, is that that's the difference between trying to fit in and us as adults need to be careful about trying to fit in, especially with the younger generations. Because we need to be leaders. We need to represent independence. We need to represent individualism, that I'm my own person, and that shows more strength to show them that I don't need to fit in and conform to what you guys are up to. I'm there and I support you with it. I understand that. But let me show you what being a leader is like. And that means riding my own boat and understanding what is in my ship. And that I know everything about my boat that I'm in. And you know what? It's big enough for all y'all. You know? And that's the thing, is that people that are chasing the money, man, they're missing out on all that.
They are.
Because they think money fixes everything. They think driving around the bends. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind driving a vehicle that's reliable. And actually, that's even questionable these days, is whether or not the high-end vehicles are reliable. A lot of vehicles
out here, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is that at that point, what is that money going to get me in regards to fulfillment?
Yeah.
You know, just because I got the latest device or something like that, man, I'm still stuck on a 3-year-old phone, man.
I'm still with the S5 Samsung. I'm still with it right here.
Yeah.
I don't got to change nothing.
No, it does what I need it to. Exactly. My vehicle gets me to and from work.
100, man.
Right? My food is what I need it to be in order to sustain. We go out when we need to. You know, just as a little bonus or a little family treat. That's cool. We're not eating macaroni all day. Maybe you like macaroni. Not saying. But you know what I mean?
Yes.
So to me, I'm retired. I can call into work and say I'm going on holidays whenever I feel like it. When I want to. My wife can do the same thing.
Yes.
My kids, if we have to pull them out of school, it's cool. So I'm retired.
Yes.
Right? Would you not define that as being retired?
That's retirement right there,
you know?
100.
Life is good.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Life is good.
So
you feel me? Don't wait until you're old and lose all tiff for you to go out there.
Yeah.
Just do it right now, B. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, then you're just going to live a life of misery.
Well, and that's the thing, is that unfortunately people don't realize that until 50 or 60 sometimes, man. I'm not saying it's all the time, but you're already talking about it. Go ahead.
And when you retire and you die, we the kids gonna enjoy your money. You know what I'm saying? Mercilessly.
Man.
You feel me? Enjoy your money right now.
Enjoy it.
Because you're gonna leave it to kids who don't care.
No, unless you brought them up right. But man, that's an 80-year journey that you would know. And if you don't know by 60 or 70 if your kid's just taking advantage of you, man, then you ain't know nothing. Yeah, so you should know by the time that you're 30, 35, 40, whether or not you're walking proper. And don't be afraid, though. This is where hopefully we're swinging back around to help some of those people. If you are at 30 to 40 years old, even 45, let's say, and you are not enjoying the job that you are in, you need to consider making change now. Because you're young enough that even if you go through financial problems right now, you can recover. You can't recover when you're 60 because you are unemployable being 60 these days, man. So if you're going to go retrain at 40, by the time you're 45, you can have a whole new trade and be all right for the next 15, 20 years and be okay for money. Right? Better to realize that at 30. You know, that if you ain't enjoying life going in every day, don't be looking for making your $1 million just from that one job, but be okay with just riding out where you're at. Take your energy that you're storing up during your day because you love your job, so you're not expending energy. And it allows you to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do a podcast or something that you can fulfill others with your knowledge and wisdom.
That's it right there.
You got to get out there. You got to be helping other people. If you ain't got time because you're busting out there, man, you got to look at something else.
Look at something else, man.
So, I don't know. What you got some more on that one? Are we good?
Man, we're good.
Man, I like things like this, man, because it's just inspiring. Because I was there. I was somebody chasing money before, and then I lost it all. I lost everything, looking from bottom, going, holy, how did I get here? And it was just because I was chasing something that doesn't mean anything. You know, and it's funny because that's what everybody else say. You know, you look at social media these days, and it's all like you said, man. It's Gucci this, it's that, you know, and you go, man, I don't need that.
No,
I'm me. I've created an identity within myself, and that is worth more than dollars.
Straight up,
you know,
straight up.
I appreciate you for that humbleness too, man. I mean, every time we get together, it's. We always have that little joke in the beginning sometimes when you show up wearing buffalo or something. We always have a little conversation. You know, but I think about that. Every time that I roll in here, I'm always thinking about what image are we putting across, you know, and we had that one episode about what do we reflect on the outside where, you know, my Japan jersey and all that stuff.
Yes.
You know, what are we teaching our kids if we're always showing up in Hilfiger or Nike or something like that? And, you know, because they relate our image to who we are. You know, so if we're putting across the image of being all hip and they sit there and think that we're hip because of what we wear, then we're selling the wrong image. We're selling the wrong thing that they should be looking for. So we got to be careful as leaders on how we're showing up, man. And that's why we have so many youth leaders showing up in flannel. You know, it's because they're successful in their flannel, so we relate it to what they wear, man. Not saying that's bad. I'm not saying, but I'm not wearing a flannel shirt anytime soon.
No.
I like on how we end up getting grouped in there as youth leaders. That there's all this profile, and I don't know if you've seen it on social media that you're a certain kind of youth pastor, depending on what you're wearing or how you shaved your goatee. You know? So
try to fit in.
Yeah, man. So great episode. Like I said, I'm always honored to serve alongside you, whether or not it's youth programs or whether or not it's on this program.
Likewise, bro. No doubt.
It's good stuff. You need to find Abe. He's at Conversations with Abe. You find him on all the regular outlets. You just Google this guy. He is out there, and he's got some material that we ain't even close to on the 2A street. And man, that's inspiring. So check him out on there.
I appreciate that, bro.
We ourselves are the 2A street. That's Abe and I together. And this was another episode of the 2A Street.
That's right.
Shout out to Leader Trex, Joy Spot, Fetching Finn. We'll catch you all on the other side. Thank you. Have a great week.